what as a woman entrepreneur she thinks that what basic difference and how she defines the think entrepreneurship.
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Richa Sharma. I'm the founder of Virtual Coffee Table as well as Book Cafe. So, what do you think? What I think about entrepreneurship is having that courage to take a step forward to change your life as well as others' life. So, when you start something, everyone has idea in their mind. Like I have some idea, my friends might be having another few ideas with them. So, it all takes that leap of faith, that moment of courage to start something and formulate your idea into a business. That is called entrepreneurship.
So as you are asking the same question to me, for me entrepreneurship is like working every day for your passion. It is a consistent journey. There is no 9 to 5 system for entrepreneurship and startups. It is a consistent thing that you want your success or you want your passion so hard that you work every day, every time, and you think of it daily. It is getting better every day. I was just asking that as there are so many budding entrepreneurs among us, I would like to ask a very simple question that everyone thinks that unka idea unke liye unique hai. It is the best market fit idea, but very few of us have that courage to go in the market and check whether the idea is feasible, tangible, or whether it is the right time. What is your success mantra? What when you do and you have been in multiple ventures right now, so how you validate your idea?
See, the first thing is persistence. When you think your idea can be working, you have to be persistent and work with all your 100% efforts to prove your point. So you have to give your 100%. You have to see that you're working day and night with all the passion you have to fulfill it. So I would like to tell you an example. When I started the book cafe, so book cafe was away from the city. The cyber park is situated a bit away from the city, so I was sitting on the stairs of book cafe one day and just pondering on how to get customers and everything. So there were few people, two or three people walked in, and they ate, they drank coffee, and one of them was asking that यार एक बात बता, यहाँ इतनी दूर किस बेवकूफ ने कैफे खोला है, तुम्हें लगता है इस कैफे में कोई लोग आएंगे? एंड आई वाज देयर राइट बिहाइंड देम थिंकिंग यार मतलब बेव, बे, I was about to say them that मैं बेवकूफ नहीं हूँ जिसने यहाँ खोला है, but I stopped myself and I thought I have to prove it to many people. So when you think of something, maybe at in the first stage, many people won't think of your idea that it would run in the longer run. First, you have to see whether it would be a sustainable business for you. So many a times we think that our idea is very good, we can go ahead with it, but whether your idea will give you a sustainable business is what you should think when you start with it. And if it will give a sustainable business, you have to put your 100%. You have to give all your efforts, and it's a teamwork basically. So you have to find a correct team which will devote themselves like you did. You have to clone yourself. So entrepreneurship is always about giving you 100% and also about cloning yourself, because you can't do anything alone. So you have to bring a team who will work right hand in hand with you and bring your idea into work. And this is what lean startup is all about. It's so I'll tell you something about lean startup. So you visualize the idea, and then you want to see whether it will work or not. So what happens in a normal business plan is we first make a plan, work on it for a few months or maybe years, and then we go into the market. In lean startup, we don't make so much of effort on the time, money, and we just make a product. It's called a minimum viable product. We just make a product and then we launch it into the market. We launch into the market, we get a customer's review. What do they think about us? What do they think about the product? So you have to have a very well conversation with your clients. You have to see whether your product is lacking somewhere, and if yes, what is that thing where it is lacking, and how can you overcome that thing. And then you have to again create that, minus that backlog of yours, and again launch it in the market. So this is called a lean program, in which you start with something which has a minimum thing, which in which you put your minimum 100% effort, but minimum time, money, and you start with something.
It is a great thing that you save the time as well as resources in finding a new gap or working on creating a gap. because like in such a competitive market, it is always better to already have a gap and go to the product focus and get better with every operation and step, so the customer give become your loyal customers and they purchase your product service again and again. So next question with Richa Sharma would be that there are many practices which you follow on lean methodology. But if for the budding entrepreneurs, if there is any suggestion or something, or if you would like to again introduce lean startup and connecting that how it is a difficult thing in the initial stage to evaluate that idea as a whole, and like many of us, I would suggest that सबसे पहले तो यही होता है कि सबको अपना आइडिया यूनिक लगता है to come off the shell, that you have to be courageous. So do you think that entrepreneurship is more of that courageous step also, to take courage sometimes and give a jump and sometimes restrain your idea for a particular time to get a market fit product?
See, I never say you have to restrain your idea. When you restrain something, it doesn't help you. So when you think of something, go for it. I would always suggest, when you think that it is a good idea, it can work, you should always go ahead with it. Think. You have to just give a thought, ask your maybe family, friends, or anyone who can suggest you, who's into this market, that whether it will be a sustainable of business or not. Because क्या होता है ना, हम जब सोचते हैं, like you said earlier, that we think everything that we think is very good. अपना बच्चा सबको प्यारा लगता है. So I have an idea, I think it's very good, it will go into the market. So like we, if we talk about cafes, बहुत सारे कैफे थे जोधपुर में, बहुत सारे कैफे अभी भी हैं जोधपुर में, but how do you make yourself unique is what it matters. हमेशा क्या होता है, people tell you that bring a unique value proposition for your product. It's not, every product is different, how you present it into the market should be different. कपड़े बहुत सारे होते हैं, but how we go ahead, everyone has its own choices. So हम उसको कैसे market में product करते हैं, feature करते हैं, that also matters a lot. So again, I'm telling you, lean startup is always to visualize your thing. You have to visualize, go ahead with your idea. बहुत सारी चीजें हम रास्ते में learn करते हैं. हम जब when we want to run a marathon, ऐसा नहीं होता हम उठते हैं घर से भागने लग जाते हैं. It takes patience, a lot of learning. हम पहले उठते हैं, थोड़ी सी वॉक करते हैं, then we go ahead, थोड़े 2 किलोमीटर आगे चलेंगे, थर्ड डे हम 4 किलोमीटर चलेंगे. So it takes time. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं मार्केट में कोई आइडिया लाऊंगी and it will start working, it will start running. Everything takes its own pace and time. Yes, I admit कि अभी it's not, the market is not such कि आप बहुत सारा time devote कर सको, because the market is very fast these days. आप हाँ, पुराने जमाने में क्या होता था, एक दुकान को जमने में 40 साल लगते थे. तो you don't have that 40 years with you. इसके बीच में कोई आएगा, market disrupt करेगा and चला जाएगा. So you can't wait for your thing to be there in the market, get validated in the market for next 10 years or 15 years. Maybe what you have is just 1 year or 2 year. So you have to put your 100%, see where you are lacking. बहुत बार क्या होता है ना, हम कर लेते हैं कुछ भी चीज, we start with something, but हमें लगता है back of the mind there's a thought going on, पता नहीं होगा या नहीं होगा, होगा या नहीं होगा. So that shouldn't happen. You have to be in sync with your visualization.
If we go to this lean model and what it is all about and how it is to improve your product every time you get new reviews or satisfy your customer and make your customer happy. So just I would like to have something from you that from day one, what is the hardest hurdle you have come over in your startup journey till now, and how you have seen this model working for you in your businesses and your startups, with some
See,
examples obviously.
I'll start with an example. So when I started Book Cafe, so what I did was I had only 4 employees. I had a very limited menu, and we entertained all the customers. Okay, so we made sure that all the customers that were coming were feeling good. The ambience was good. The music was good, as well as the food was good. So when you start working on all the things, slowly and slowly your business develops. And धीरे धीरे जब वो चलने लग जाता है ना, तो what happens where we lack, I'll just give you an example. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, जब धीरे धीरे चलने लग जाता है ना, तो we take it easy. We are like, ठीक है, now it will go on our own, and हम किसी और काम में बिजी हो जाते हैं. So you always have to keep a check on your customers, whether they are going happy from your place or whether they're not going happy from the place. So again, customer satisfaction is the most important thing, and the product which you are giving has to be perfect and in sync with what you are thinking. हम अपने कस्टमर को अपनी तरफ रख के सोचे, कहते हैं ना दूसरों के पैर में जूते में पैर डाल के सोचना चाहिए, तो दैट इज द सेम थिंग. वी हैव टू थिंक फ्रॉम अदर्स पर्सपेक्टिव. आई हैव टू थिंक, मैं agar I'm a customer, why would I buy any product from you? Or if I'm a if you're selling a software, why would I buy your software? So ask those questions. Why would a customer come to you? Why would a customer buy things from you? And why would it come to you again? So if you have the answers to these questions, definitely you'll go in a long run. So the question was, okay, how many hurdles have I seen? So I think the people who are doing business in my age, they have seen many hurdles. We are from a lucky few lot जिसने demonetization देखा है, जिसने कोरोना देखा है, and बहुत सारे ups and downs. So like I have talked with few people during corona, and one of them told me that he was quite a aged person. He told me कि हमने अपनी पूरी लाइफ में ऐसा नहीं देखा. There were ups and downs in the economy, but I haven't seen all the things shutting down at once. So हमने वो भी देखा. So we are a learned few जिन्होंने काफी कुछ सीखा इन चीजों से, and we should take them as an example कि हम क्या अच्छा कर सकते हैं आगे चल के, and how many ups and downs can we see, because entrepreneurship is all about how to calculate your risk. You have to take calculated risk for everything, but आप उसको, because corona can't be calculated, बहुत सारी चीजें, demonetization के time जो economic का loss हुआ था, we can't calculate those things, but how do you manage through those times is what entrepreneurship takes.